Good morning, everybody. I am coming to you this morning from the city of Skokie, Illinois. It is at this location that we are going to ride the Skokie Valley Trail. So we are sort of in the middle of the trail here. Heading north, we have about a mile to the end of the trail. And heading back this way, I think we have about 3 miles before we hit the end of the trail, and then we're going to make our way back. We parked over in the Aldi parking lot over here. There's also some public parking right along this way over here by the Walgreens. According to AllTrails, this is just over 4 miles each way. We are going to ride this round trip. As I said, we're about a mile down from the top, so we're going to head this way and then come back and then make our way down and then back to where we are right here. You should also be aware that this trail, as far as TrailLink is concerned, is actually 3 separate trails that are connected to each other. I'm just going with the Skokie Valley Trail name because that's what I remember, but I will put up on the screen exactly what the other names of the trails were. So you may have also noticed that we are not on our e-bikes today. We brought out the e-scooters. So I do have a GoPro mount on my scooter, and I kind of have this portable mount that I have the 360 on to get some 360 footage also. This trail here is new ground for both of us. I'm excited to check out something I've never ridden before. We have plans later in the afternoon, so we were unable to bring our e-bikes with because I didn't want to leave them connected to the car on the bike rack unattended for several hours. So we're going to do this ride. When we get back, we're going to throw the scooters in the car and then carry on with our day. But while we're out in the Skokie Lincolnwood area, we definitely wanted to check out a trail that we've never ridden before. Right here is Oakton Street. Looks like the intersection we're at is La Crosse Avenue and Oakton Street. And looks like there's some public artwork over there. We'll check that out on the way back. But time is ticking, so we're gonna hop on these scooters and start heading north and see what we could see. Let's take a look.
Did you know that this trail runs on the old Chicago North Shore and Milwaukee Railroad right-of-way? The Skokie Valley route was constructed between 1923 and 1926 with the purpose of enabling high-speed limited stop trains. The last day of service was January 20th, 1963.
You should be aware that Sketchbook Brewing Company is right here. They do have an outdoor seating area. Based on what I read last night, it looks like this place doesn't open until like 2 p.m. So we are not going to be able to check it out. But if we're here in the area again, we definitely will.
Did you know that there's a long-term plan for a northern extension of this trail to meet the nearly 10-mile stretch of the Skokie Valley Bike Path in Lake County?
We are getting closer to the northern end of this trail here. Looks like this is the CTA yellow line, Dempster Skokie. Looks like you cross straight ahead. It looks like you go right under these high tension power lines. All right, so we made it to Dempster Street here. This is the northernmost end of the trail here. So just about a mile from where we took off from the car. As you saw, there was public artwork at the end here, but I don't see much else. Although they do have the Dempster Skokie CTA to O'Hare here. So at this point, we're gonna start making our way south on the trail. We're gonna go past that Aldi where we parked and make our way all the way to the southern end before we make our way back to the car. All right, so according to AllTrails here, we have reached the very southern end of the trail. We're right by LaBa Woods, and also we're right by the Weber Spur Trail, which I've heard of. AllTrails is showing this whole section private, so I'm not exactly sure any of the details on that trail. That trail we're gonna hopefully be able to explore on another day. Looks like the street that it comes out at here on the southern end is Bryn Mawr. Now, I've actually heard it pronounced two different ways, Bryn Mawr, like M-A-R, and Bryn Mawr. I don't know which is correct. Let me know in the comments below. It also looks like we're in a pretty interesting area for trails, because not only are we at the southern end of this trail, and there's that Weber Spur Trail, but Gompers Park is right over here, which means we're really close to the North Branch Trail, which will take you way up north. Definitely an interesting area here. As you can see, the houses are pretty nice here. Over here this way, you definitely can't make it across by car, but you could if you're walking or scootering or bicycling. Got the street closed sign here. Somebody set a basketball hoop up over here, as you could see. So it appears that this section of trail here, TrailLink appears to be right, because this is the Sauganash Trail, dedicated in 2008. And as we look north here, you can see they got a bunch of divvy bikes right here, which is cool. I don't think any of them are e-bikes, but it's pretty cool to have them right in the end of a trail. But at this point, I don't see any maps or anything here, so we're just gonna start making our way back north and stop at anything interesting we see along the way. I have been on a lot of different trails at this point, and there's not many that have these emergency call boxes, but I will note that these are currently out of service, so they're not going to do you any help here. And that does it for the Skokie Valley Trail, the Lincolnwood Valley Line Trail, and the Valley Line Trail. While there are definitely some harder street crossings on these trails, I'm really happy that some of them are handled by bridges. In most spots, this trail was pretty smooth, which actually was really good for riding scooters. I'm also a fan of all of the public artwork they have in the Skokie section. If any of you are familiar with how to connect from this trail to the bottom of the North Branch Trail, definitely let me know in the comments below. Also, if you are familiar with the Weber Spur Trail, it was a bit confusing that AllTrails shows the trail is private. If you have any more information on that, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think of the trails in the comments below. If you are familiar with this area and you know of somewhere I should check out the next time we're here, definitely let me know. As always, if you enjoy this content, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. If you are interested in supporting this channel and helping us get to more trails, please consider a super thanks. And that's all I got today from Skokie, Illinois. I'll catch you on the next ride. Do you have a trail recommendation for me? Let me know in the comments below.